Thank you for being here, Jay. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're going to talk all about cybersecurity.
Yes.
And maybe a little bit about AI.
Right.
Tell me, please, by most accounts, the number of cyber attacks, the severity of those attacks is going up. We see extortion, we see ransomware incidents. What do you see as the state of the security landscape right now? And what are the most troubling trends as we head into 2026?
You know, many times we all seem surprised that attacks are going up. But think of this way. Bad guys want a piece of the action without working hard. They will go where the money is. All business is moving online. So for attacks to move online is a natural thing. The question is, are we preparing ourselves to handle those things? And that's our collective job as cyber providers and partners who enable those services. It can be done well. It's our job together as partners to work with enterprises to get them moving, to move at a faster pace to adopt new innovations. Otherwise, the risk grows.
Yeah. What about the most troubling ones? I mean, we see a lot of these headlines recently about, like, say, supply chain attacks, and the one that was in the news recently was the Salesloft Drift one that ended up causing a lot of trouble for Salesforce customers. I know you guys had some dealings with that as well. When you look at these kinds of breaches and these headlines, you know, what can partners do? Like, how can you secure yourself against your supplier's supplier?
Right. The problem is the architecture we built 30 years ago. What do I mean by that? If you think about it, go back to early 90s, when industry agreed upon a standards-based TCP IP-based network. Cisco was a young company at that time. They built great routers so you could connect your data center to every branch office. You built a mesh network. You went to the branch office, you connected to the network, and you could move laterally, find applications, and connect. Life was wonderful. Now, malware has discovered that the design feature of the network is to move left and right. So the malware gets on the network, it moves left and right, finds high-value assets, encrypts them, and asks for ransom. So it's exploiting the design of the network. And what have we tried to do? Well, 30 years ago, we came at the notion of security using firewalls and VPNs. What's a firewall? It's a moat, it's a gate. It's trying to secure the network. This network is trusted, everything is untrusted. The problem is a trusted computer, a laptop in a home or a branch, which is infected. Now the malware is trusted too. They go around, they cause issues. Almost all issues are related to the lateral movement of the network, or of the malware on the network. We have to go away from this mesh network architecture for network security architecture to a zero trust architecture where everything is an island. And only right party can connect to right things.
I wanted to ask about one of your recent acquisitions. You bought managed detection and response vendor Red Canary earlier this year. Part of a reimagining of security that you've talked about with our security reporter, Kyle Allspack, as a second North Star for Zscaler. What do you think the future looks like in which SIM goes away, and what opportunities does that create?
Yeah, so when I think about market, we don't really think of security market. Here's a firewall, IPS. I believe the current market segments that have been in place for years will eventually go away. So when I started Zscaler, we kind of said we are the switchboard, the exchange, connecting users to applications. We call it zero trust for users. Then we took the same thing to workloads. Workloads are some like users. They talk to internet, they talk to each other. We took it and called it, it became zero trust for users. Then we took the branches. So each branch could become like an island and cafe, zero trust branches. Then customers wanted zero trust appliances, devices. We acquired AirGap for that. They gave us that. So we wanted to make sure we do zero trust everywhere, even zero trust of B2B partners, because a lot of risks come from third-party partners and suppliers. We said we're going to work on disrupting security ops. We don't like to do things the way they have been done before because you're doing incrementally better. You're never going to win. You need to have something that's significantly different. Too many people start companies and say, I'm going to be 20% cheaper and faster. The incumbents are going to get there pretty soon, so you need to have some architecture level differentiation or maybe some go-to-market differentiation. We all have to deal with AI. It's happening. There's some hype around it. But even if you discount hype by 50%, it's still changing the world in many, many ways out there. And in that area, the biggest opportunity for us is extending our exchange to agents. Think of agentic exchange. For every employee, probably there'll be dozens of agents in every customer. But the last point I'll make is, I think the team is very, very important. We all have only 24 hours in a day. Finding the best of best, bring them along, treat them fairly, looking at your customers fairly, looking for a win-win partnership always goes a long, long way. So my number one job as a CEO is to find people who are passionate or driven, who want to really make a difference in the world, and then they have fun at Zscaler.
I can tell you're having fun at Zscaler, and I really appreciate you being here with us today and sharing all your insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.